Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. I'm Abhijith Ganesh, your host for today. We'll be talking about challenges revamped and we'll be talking how one can work with it these days. Oops. So let's get started. Now here we are at the DOK community website and most of you would know this. It's a very popular, famous open source community. All of you have heard about us. You're watching this video on our channel. So with that being said, we launched a concept called challenges. I've added a previous video about it. You can find it here. So the idea is that challenges are a cool way for creators and other Kubernetes learners to work with it. Now we realized there were a lot of shortfalls in that because we couldn't centralize your collections, we couldn't work with them, you couldn't execute them without installing Kubernetes, etc. Right? So we came up with a couple of solutions and I'll be discussing about them in this video. So let us discuss about the first part of it. How does one, submit their, collection of reports or collection of challenges? Well, I've created a website. It's called the Explorer's World, which we'll be diving into right now. Hello everyone, here we are at the Explorer's World website where we'll be, submitting reports. The contributors will be submitting their reports through this portal. I'll be giving you a brief walkthrough of this website and how you can use them. It's going to be a very simple process, so you need not worry. Let's get started. So here, my face is probably hiding this, but here there should be a button which says Access Profile. Access Profile is basically login, but Access Profile also means to access your profile. So let's click on Access Profile. Here there are multiple options, right? If you want to log in with a magic link, you can use this. You can reset your password, and you can sign up with us by setting a username for yourself, having an email and a password. The username will be used for a future feature where you can list your profile and other contributors, other people in general, not just contributors, can see your profile, appreciate the work you've done throughout the community, and understand what you've learned through as such. So this could be the GitHub of your data on Kubernetes work. So that'll be a future feature coming soon. So I'm using sign up with Google for this case. Um, Sign up with Google. Let's go in. So here I've already set my username, so I need not do this. But you need to send a username to have your profile listed in the public directory. Without a username, you'll not be in the public search directory in the future. So you are requested to have a username. If you don't want to be in public, you can obviously select the tick box off and not have a username at all. So that is there too. Uh, Submit a new report is a way through which you'll be submitting a report. So let's say DOK school testing and HTTP is dokc.github.io. So you can put in your cool title here. This will be, if you're more creative, you'll get brownie points. Here in the description, you can explain what's the process of the challenge, what you went through, your feedback about it, etc. And here, either you can put your Killercoda link, which will be your creator profile according to Killercoda, or you can send in your GitHub repo with all the shell commands which you've implemented in Killercoda, and we'll review them, send in your swag, or mention you in our LinkedIn profile, or both of them, or even probably in a future meetup in the OK days, we'll be talking about all of this. So you might be featured there too. So now once I haven't submitted this report, but let's say I have. Now let's go to your reports. All your reports get stored in our database. So one of the previous reports I've done is DOK school, and this is about the DOK community. You can see the school report, and this is how the website basically works. You need not take a lot of trouble around it. So it's a pretty simple interface. You can work with it. So that's it from our end. You can keep sending your cool reports as you progress with the challenges. If you see here, we already have spoken about a challenge the cloud native 3G, which we'll be covering again in deeper way. And when the other challenges come, they'll be listed here, which you can obviously look into. And as your contributions increase through a day, you'll be having a contributed heat map just like how you have in GitHub. So stay tuned and make your profile now. So I hope you liked the explanation about Explorer's World, right? Now you might be wondering what is this Explorer's World website? How okay, all of this is cool, but where do I execute my Kubernetes commands and the other relevant dependencies need to be installed, right? So how do I do this without actually installing? Well, I came up with a solution, not just I, the team in Data and Kubernetes community came up with a solution where we found an interactive environment called Killercoda, which we'll be deep diving into right now. Now we're here at Killercoda, the website, the interactive environment itself is still in the beta phase. So there might be a bit of bugs here and there, but let's work with the profile itself, right? So Killercoda is an interactive environment where we can execute our Kubernetes commands. It is an alternative to Katacoda because Katacoda has been shut down. So now we can use Killercoda. So to do that, I've already come up with an environment where we already have help. I'll be adding the link in the description so that you can have easy access. We'll be adding all of the links to the dokc.github.io, which will be our center of open source. Through this website, you'll be able to find the link to the Explorers World website, to the Killacoda environment which we have created, and so on. For every challenge, we'll be having our own environment which we'll be creating. So you need not worry about creating the environment. But if you want to be someone who's adventurous, you can work with this empty environment because here we don't even have Helm installed in this step. You can use something like this, which we'll be providing. And with this environment, you can create your own installation of Helm, add your own repository or add your own chart, install it, and work with it. So you might be wondering, what if I am not able to access the link? So the link here, you can copy it and try pasting it in an incognito tab. And here too, once you're authorized, once you've logged in, it'll allow you to access this and you'll be able to code. So let's get started here. So if I type Helm, it would say Helm doesn't exist. Whereas if I click on start and go to the next tab, the Helm script automatically runs and it'll install Helm for us. And now we'll have Helm. So, as most of you might have heard, Helm is the most popular, Kubernetes package manager, as they call themselves here, Kubernetes package manager. You can work with Helm and probably install all kinds of charts, though you are forbidden from using crypto miners and all of those stuff. You can learn almost everything in Kubernetes here. And our challenges will guide you through. Now, you need not worry about a complete environment. It's already set for you. You don't even have to worry about installing dependencies that is being taken care by us and our team. You don't have to worry about, submitting your reports. Just copy this link if you're a creator. I'll be explaining the creator process in a bit in this video itself. If you want to send this as a GitHub shell command, you can. I'll show you how that works. So if I go to github.com/slash Abhijith Ganesh Killercoda scenario, here if you see in Helm Kubernetes, I'll have something called step one and installer shell. This is the shell command which we ran here. If you can see, this is the same thing which we ran. So you can obviously add in all of your uh, commands which you run in a shell file like this and send in the GitHub link of this shell file to us as a raw file, which you can copy the link here and send it to us in the repo. And we'll be able to evaluate it by running all of this in a Killercoda environment, and we'll be able to verify it. So the whole process is smooth. The bare bones idea is that you're given a Linux environment to run a cloud or a simulation of a cloud environment, and you'll be able to learn how to work with Kubernetes. There are a lot of options to learn Killercoda itself, and one of them will be our examples and our series of challenges. So this is a golden time for you to stick to it and understand how it works. So yeah, okay. So I hope the explanation about Killercoda was super clear. Now, you might be wondering, okay, all of this seems extremely cool. Now, where do I get started? Well, this is where our secret is. You've learned how you can work in the environment, how you can submit our reports. So, there must be something surprising incoming, right? With that in mind, stay tuned with us. We'll be releasing a new set of challenges, but improvised this time. You'll be seeing the best of challenges coming very soon. A lot of them are hidden right now, and when you find them, you'll be really excited. So stay tuned with it.